Salute, salute, salute. Salute A.T.P. It's your boy Claymore Rain. It's that A.T.P Combat Media Show. Shout out to all my subscribers. If this is your first time tapping in this content, I encourage you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you're getting alerts when all this content is dropping. Guys, remember, I put out a video about it, but I'm going to be letting you guys know as I'm dropping this content. We're doing a 25K giveaway. Shout out to Charles Edward Cheese. He reached out to me, likes the channel. He comes in on a lot of the panels, and we talk about a lot of great boxing, you know what I mean? And he really believes in this channel and the future of this channel, wants to help it grow. So he reached out to me and said, listen, Claymore, make an announcement. Let him know I'm co-signing this. I'm going to put up the 25K. We're going to do a 25K giveaway once this channel hits over 1,000 subscribers. That's awesome, man. Music to my ears, help this channel grow. I mean, we've been growing slowly, but blessing, we're not going to turn away a blessing like that. And that's giving me an opportunity as well to be a blessing onto somebody else who might need it. I think that's the biggest awesome thing about this is I would love to be the reason that I'm facilitating 25K getting put into somebody's hands who loves boxing. You know, the times are a little tight right now. The economy is crazy. Inflation is kicking our tail. You know, food prices have gone up. Fuel prices stay pretty high as well. 25K to somebody would be right on time. So guys, once this channel hits over 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away that 25K to a lucky subscriber, bro. And at the same time, let's talk about boxing. That being said, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, pay-per-view event coming up on April 20th. Man, listen, man, there was a whole lot of hype put behind this fight. This fight was gone up and down, right? Devin and Ryan were negotiating at one point, and all of a sudden, Ryan left the negotiation to go with Rolly after having a conversation with Floyd Mayweather just to come full circle and come back and get back into a negotiation with Devin Haney to finally put this fight together. Golden Boy, DHP, a lot of people got behind this whole entire event, trying to make this event big and really pumping. You guys saw the press conferences, how action packed and how awkward it's gotten. Ryan Garcia and his antics as well about his how he was treated as a child, certain allegations that he put out there, things that made a lot of people question his mental stability and ability to compete on a high level if he's going to be sitting here not focused on this fight. So I think maybe a lot of fans out there thought that what Ryan Garcia was doing was selling the fight, and maybe effectively selling the fight, being that Ryan Garcia was like trending for like for like a good 2-3 weeks. He was just trending on this topic. But now with hindsight, looking at it and seeing that the Barclays Center hasn't even sold out yet, we wonder if that Barclays Center, if the ticket sold in that Barclays Center would reflect the actual success that this event will do pay-per-view wise. How many people have gained interest in seeing this fight, and how many people may have lost interest in the fight, being that one of the biggest things that's going to sell this fight is the competitive nature of the fight. Keeping in mind that both these guys have a long history with each other. They came up in the amateurs together. I believe their record is 3-3 right now, with Ryan Garcia having 3 fights and Devin Haney winning 3 fights. And this is supposed to be the one that counts, supposedly, right? That's what's sold, that this fight is going to be super competitive. These guys know each other. And I'm going to tell you, personally, I think the fight is going to be a great fight. I do think it garners that type of tension as far as a competitive fight, because I think there's something about a relationship when people know each other. Although you might have your questions or concerns about where Ryan Garcia is at pedigree wise, and you have your thoughts on where Devin Haney is at pedigree wise, the reality is that sometimes the relationships, the fire behind the fight, the wanting that these fighters have, that they have to defeat each other, passions are high. Devin Haney, basically saying even after this fight he wants nothing to do with Ryan Garcia. So there's a lot of animosity built here. There's a lot of fire built behind it. But nonetheless, to say that the sales at the Barclays Center doesn't seem to be reflecting the interest. Does it reflect the interest that this fight is garnering? Now, today, some information came out this morning that I saw on Boxing News 24. Shout out to those guys who said that there's rumors going around that this pay-per-view event is supposed to be selling for about $80. Now, you got to think to yourself, $80 when you look at a PBC event that we just went past this weekend that was a great card, really great production on the event, was, $70. Now, it's only a $10 difference, but at the same time, if you're going to put this event up at $80, naturally, I think people are going to try to compare those events to each other, and you're going to be looking to see like which one is going to be more successful. Also, Ryan Garcia trying to make a push for a narrative that he was the one who sold that fight. And in many ways, guys, we got to remember that these pay-per-view fights, it takes 2 to sell them, right? It's not just one person selling. I know that some people would like to go on the notion that this one guy is garnering all this attention, but guys, I'm gonna be 100 with you. It's a dancing partner. When you look at Gervonta Tank Davis's pay-per-view sell history, he's normally floating between 100 to 300,000, somewhere in that range that he's selling in pay-per-view sales. I believe his last two events, Hector Garcia being one, sold, I heard, over 300,000 pay-per-views. And obviously we know that the one that he did with Ryan Garcia sold north of 1.2 million pay-per-views. That was like breaking records almost, right? Not to mention a packed out building to see that fight. So not to say that that's a standard right now as to what success is. I don't know what the numbers of this PBC event was. It hasn't been dropped yet on how many pay-per-views they sold. But regardless, more importantly is when you look at Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia's card coming up, and listen, guys, we also got to add to this that we still don't know what the undercard is going to be, right? We have no idea what the undercard is going to be on this fight. So a lot of questions that are out there, a lot of boxes need to be checked, and it looks like there might be a little bit of concern coming from over on that side of the Devin Haney camp, and maybe the Golden Boy, maybe just whoever has vested interest in this event being a success. When you look at Devin Haney, another thing to think about is Devin Haney all of a sudden now is back on the road to being undisputed, right? If you guys recall, when Devin Haney, after the Regis Prograis fight, he mentioned that this is going to be prize fighting Devin Haney time, that he's no longer concerned about legacy as much as currency right now. He already gathered enough legacy, he felt, and he had time, as Bill Haney has spoken out before, and saying that there's time for Devin Haney to go ahead and chase other legacy things like becoming an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes. So they were going to actually put that on the back burner and focus more on becoming big prize fighters. But now Devin Haney seems to be more settled down into, he made a statement, I believe yesterday, the day before yesterday, saying that he's back into chasing undisputed. He wants fights with Subriel Matias. He wants fights with Teofimo Lopez. And look, listen, as a boxing fan, I'm definitely can resonate and appreciate that mindset. Because listen, guys, as boxing fans, we're not supposed to be, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, sitting here so concerned with people's money and how successful they are, how many pay-per-views they're selling, how many people in the arena. I mean, that's all cute and adorable, but the main thing for a boxing fan, in my opinion, is to see the best fight the best. So it is refreshing to hear that Devin Haney is now back to being concerned with becoming undisputed again, back to chasing legacy, back to looking to fight the best fights out there, not just the best money fights, but also the most competitive fights. But at the same time, it also brings question as to where is Devin Haney's mindset right now. If he's changing his mindset from being on the road to becoming the face of boxing, or being one of the biggest pay-per-view attractions in boxing in reference to like against Gervonta Tank Davis or Canelo Alvarez, who are the biggest selling must-see boxers in the game right now. What is motivating him now to all of a sudden decide that, I'm back on the road to be undisputed? As he said yesterday, I did want to be a big prize fighter. I was chasing currency, but now I've changed my mind. I didn't want to be undisputed. I didn't care about it that much, but now I want it. Why? Right? It's great for me as a boxing fan to see him have that mentality. But when you combine all those things that I said, questions, it's fair to ask questions as to how confident are they on this event being successful, and how confident is Devin Haney on being able to make the biggest money fights that he can make. How confident is he? We'll see. Obviously, we have a new superstar in the 140-pound weight class division in Isak Cruz. Great dancing partner for the right fighters in that division to make big fights. When you see Isak Cruz, popularity has just shot up, right? Like his Instagram went from like 400,000 followers to over 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning of this event, from the campaign and the press conference all the way until the present day, he's become extra popular. If you guys watch the event, you know what I'm saying. The stadium, the arena went crazy for him. It shocked me even. I didn't even know he was that popular. So there's opportunity there to make a big fight with him. One would ask, is Devin Haney interested in it? And Ryan Garcia interested in it? There's so many different things going on. Has Devin Haney and his team kind of let go of the idea of making currency their main objective, But let's see what happens, you know what I mean? Like I said, $80 pay-per-view buy. The tickets aren't selling in the Barclays the way they wanted to. The prices are coming down. Let's see what that looks like in the coming weeks. And we have no undercard, right? Let's see what that looks like in the coming weeks and what kind of fights they're going to put on that undercard. Maybe it'll change the whole entire trajectory in the direction of this card if they just announce some really great undercard fights. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. You guys expecting this event to be successful at this point? What are we looking at right here? And why would Devin Haney change his mind from becoming a big prize fighter, currency-driven fighter right now, and go back into being a legacy fighter? right? Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Remember that 25K giveaway, this is not clickbait. This is as real can be. $25,000 cash to a random subscriber once we get over 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you in advance for your subscribing for you subscribing. Remember to hit the like button, tell a friend to tell a friend. And at this point, it's your boy Rain. We out.